You will be paid about $1.23 million a year to guard this lighthouse. I really want to get the job. There are also endless facilities, like there will be no boss here. You can sleep completely alone. You can fish, you can do whatever you want. Your only job is to make sure the light of this lighthouse is working properly. If it ever goes out, you simply turn it back on. That's it. Sounds like the easiest job in the world. But despite all these benefits, this is considered one of the most dangerous jobs on Earth, because this lighthouse stands in the middle of the ocean. Once you're here, you're completely isolated from the world. Loneliness becomes your constant companion. And even worse, powerful storms frequently strike these waters. Sometimes the waves become so violent that seawater crashes over the tower itself, putting the keeper's life at risk. And these storms are only the beginning. But before we uncover the other dangers hidden in this lonely place, there's an important question. Why was a lighthouse built in the middle of the ocean? Why must its light never go out? To understand that, we need to travel back in time. Long before cars, airplanes, and modern transportation existed, people relied almost entirely on the sea to travel long distances. Sailors faced enormous challenges. There were no maps, no GPS, and no navigation systems. They depended only on the sun, the moon, and the stars. One famous sailor, Captain Marius, once struck hidden rocks beneath the sea during a voyage. Since ships at that time were made of wood, even a small collision could create cracks and cause severe damage. This convinced many sailors that they needed some kind of warning system. The Pacific Ocean itself made things even more dangerous. It is so vast that even if all 7 continents were combined, the Pacific would still be larger. Thousands of years ago, sailors had no idea what dangers lay beneath the surface or what awaited them ahead. Another tragic example involved Captain Ellis. During a violent storm, dark clouds covered the stars, causing his crew to lose their direction completely. By morning, they were stranded in the endless ocean. Food and fresh water ran out. Hunger and thirst weakened the sailors, and several men died before they finally managed to reach land. Stories like these inspired humanity to search for a solution. That solution began in Alexandria, Egypt. The city was ruled by Ptolemy II Philadelphus, but dangerous rocks near the harbor often caused trading ships to crash and sink. As commerce declined, the king sought help from the famous architect Sostratus of Cnidus. Together, they came up with a revolutionary idea. They would build a giant tower whose light would guide ships safely and warn them of hidden dangers. Neither of them knew that their creation would become one of the most famous structures in history, the Lighthouse of Alexandria. Standing about 384 feet tall and built from white marble, the lighthouse had a huge fire burning at its top. Workers constantly supplied wood and oil to keep the flame alive. Later, it became recognized as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Its remarkable system of mirrors and lenses helped spread light over great distances, allowing sailors to spot the tower from far away. The success of Alexandria's lighthouse changed the world. Soon, similar towers began appearing wherever dangerous rocks or shallow waters threatened ships. At first, these towers relied on fire, coal, and wood. Later, candles and oil lamps were introduced, but their light remained limited. Eventually, electricity arrived, and light bulbs replaced open flames. But even then, the beams couldn't travel very far. Scientists realized that lenses could focus the light and make it stronger. However, the thick lenses of the time were inefficient. Everything changed when a French scientist named Augustin-Jean Fresnel invented a special lens. His design concentrated light into a powerful beam that could travel incredible distances. Today, Fresnel lenses are still used in many lighthouses around the world. This invention transformed the lighthouse forever and helped countless ships navigate safely across the seas. But despite their importance, life inside these isolated towers remains terrifying. Extreme weather, endless solitude, and the constant battle against nature make lighthouse keeping a job few people are willing to accept. Even with a fortune waiting for them, most people simply don't want to spend their lives trapped inside a lonely tower surrounded by darkness, storms, and the endless ocean. Because sometimes the scariest thing isn't the danger outside, it's the silence.